Not all prison doors close because of guilt. Some doors close because of prejudice, because of the mistakes of others, and sometimes simply because of a moment that can never be reversed. In many Chinese films, the image of a girl being imprisoned doesn't begin with a crime, but with tragedy. She may have once lived a normal life, with dreams, a family, and simple plans. But then, in a single event, an accusation, a conspiracy, or a wrong choice, everything collapses. From a free person, she becomes a name on the criminal record. The prisons in these films are not just places of confinement, but a world completely separate from the outside. There, absolute justice prevails, only harsh rules and an invisible hierarchy. A girl entering this place filled with fear will quickly realize that weakness means being oppressed. And to survive, she is forced to change. That change didn't come easily. It was shaped by repeated insults, long, lonely nights, and cold stares from those around her. There were times she wanted to give up, to surrender completely. But it was in the darkest moments that her survival instinct kicked in. She learned to remain silent when necessary, to resist when forced to, and gradually became stronger than she had been before. What makes these stories so haunting isn't the violence or suffering, but the question, if it were you, would you change? When pushed to the brink, can a good person still maintain their integrity, or will they also transform into a different version of themselves to adapt to the circumstances? These films go beyond personal stories, vividly portraying how society views women. Once imprisoned, whether right or wrong, a woman almost loses the chance for a second chance at life. The judgment doesn't end with the sentence, but continues long after she leaves prison. And then, when the prison doors opened, freedom became a new challenge. The outside world was no longer the same. Everything had changed. Or perhaps she herself had changed. She had to face wary stares, whispers, and an unerasable past. But it was at this moment that the real story began, a journey of self-discovery. Such films are not simply about a woman in captivity. They raise a larger question, are people defined by their mistakes, or by how they rise above those mistakes?